Primary 5. Today inshallah we're gonna start Unit 6, English word, a legend from the ancient world. Last time we had the meaning of ancient. It means, who remember? Yes, it means very old or something from a very long time. But legend is a new word. Legend means a story. It's a unknown story. We don't know it. We don't know if it's real or not. Okay, so legend is a story from the past. Let's start the reading lesson. The Trojan Horse. The title of the lesson is The Trojan Horse. So please open your books, page 66 and 67. The Trojan Horse. The Greeks fought the Trojans, and year after year Troy was surrounded, its people in fear. But in darkness one night, without any warning, the Greeks packed their ships and were gone by the morning. Okay, the Trojans walked out of their city next day and lived in amazement. The Greeks ran away. The Greeks ran away. They were amazed. They were happy that the Greeks left their city. But something was left. In silence it stood, vast and intriguing, a horse made of wood. When the Greeks left the city, they left something in the city. They left what? They left something made of wood, a horse made of wood. It was vast, it was very large and intriguing. Nobody knew just why it was there. Some wondered and worried, but most didn't care. They asked each other, what's this? Why did they leave this here? But they didn't care. It's so magnificent. It's such a size. We are victorious. This is our prize. So they thought that they won the war and they are victorious. And this is their prize. Okay, they dragged it through the tall city gate. Okay, they pulled it and dragged it through the tall city gate. This horse that we have captured will never escape. The war-weary people felt only joy. Till late in the evening they were dancing in Troy. Night fell, all slept, none heard the faint sound. The wooden horse opened. Okay, the wooden horse opened, Greeks leaped to the ground. Odysseus, the hero, led his men out. They silenced the guards before they could shout. So this wooden horse, the Greeks' army was inside the horse. So then they opened the gate and their army rushed past. The Trojans despaired, the truth clear at last. So the Trojans felt that they didn't win the war. No, the Greeks are still here, are still in the city. The Greeks never left. Their horse was a ploy. With their horse they have captured our city of Troy. So who is it? We are talking about Odysseus. Who is it? One Greek hero, daring and brave, young and strong, sailed across the sea. So hideous monsters escaped from a whirlpool, unhappy away from home, said goodbye to Calypso and left. So this is Odysseus, and this is his story with his Greek army and the city of Troy and the Trojan army. Okay, let's look at these definitions. Number 1, legend. Legend is a noun and it means unknown story from the past. A story from the past, but we don't know it. We don't know if it's real or not. The next one, Troy. Troy is a noun. It means a city in an old Greek legend. Troy is a city. And the Trojan, A person from Troy, someone from Troy. We call it Trojan, like Egypt and Egyptian, America and American, so Troy and Trojan. Surround. Surround is a verb. It means to be everywhere around something, okay? To be everywhere around something means surround. Vast. Vast, very great in size, very large, something very big and very large, and of course it's an adjective. Intriguing. Intriguing. Intriguing is also an adjective. It means fascinating or very interesting, something very interesting or fascinating or amazing. It means intriguing. And wonder. Wonder. Wonder is a verb, to feel surprised, to ask yourself what's happening. You are surprised now, so you wonder. Faint. Faint. It's an adjective. It means not strong or not clear. Something is weak, not strong. Okay, let's continue. This one means silence. Shh. Silence. Silence is a verb and noun. It can come both. Verb and noun. To keep silent or to be silent. The next one, victorious. Victorious is an adjective. When you win or when you feel victory. Okay? As the Trojans felt at first. Victorious when you win or feel victory. Drag. Drag, to pull a heavy thing. Drag, it's a verb. The next one is capture. Capture, to catch. For example, to capture a thief or to catch a thief. Next is leap. Leap. Leap is a verb. To make a large jump from one place to another. It's the same meaning, it can be the same meaning of jump, but it's a large jump. It's leap, leap. Okay, the next one is despair. Despair is a verb and it means to feel no hope or there is nothing to do. I can't do anything. So despair, you feel despair. The next one is hideous. Hideous. This creature is hideous. What does this mean? Very ugly. Something is very ugly, so we call it hideous. The last one is daring, like Odysseus. Odysseus is daring. Daring means brave. Okay, he doesn't fear anything, so he is daring and brave. So it's exercise time. Underline the correct words. Number 1. We read the story or agenda or news or legend about the wooden horse of Troy. We are talking about a wooden horse of Troy. We don't know if it's real or not. So it will be legend. Okay, number 2. They pushed or pulled or dragged or picked the horse through the gate. Okay, this is something heavy, so it's dragged. Okay. Number 3. When he saw a monster, he was in fear or warning or surprise or amazement. Imagine when you see a monster, what will you feel? Yes, he was in fear. You will be afraid. Number 4. The island is around or rounded or surrounded or round by water from all the sides. Something is around a place from all sides, so it will be surrounded. Okay, let's move to the grammar lesson. Our grammar today is about relative clauses. Relative clauses. Especially which and that. Which and that. Which and that are the same meaning. There's no difference in meaning. Okay? And we call them relative clothes. Okay. We use them to connect two sentences. We use which and that to join or connect two sentences. These two sentences talk about the same subject or the same object. So we connect them to make them only one. The subject or the object are the same in the two sentences. They are not different. So we put which or that in the middle of the sentence. We don't put it in the beginning or at the end. No, we put them in the middle. Okay, let's look at these examples. Number 1, the box is heavy. Dad is carrying it. So, number 1, you need to find the subject or the object in these two sentences. Okay, and it must be the same. So, the subject is the box. We are talking about it. And in sentence number 2, we have the pronoun it. It had the same meaning, the box. We need to connect them with that. Okay, what will you do? We do now? The box, because we are talking about it. So, the box. After it, you put that. The box that Dad is carrying is heavy, and we clear it. Okay, we don't put it again. No, we are talking about the box and we put that to connect the two sentences, and that's it. Okay, yalla, number 2, the cake will taste delicious. Grandma is making it, and we need to use which. Okay, again, we are talking about the cake, and sentence number 2, the pronoun it is talking about the cake. So it will be the cake which grandma is making will taste delicious. You write sentence number 2 and you come back to continue sentence number 1. Okay, number 3. John bought shoes. They were expensive. Okay, here we are talking about shoes. It's an object, and sentence number 2 also has they, talking about shoes. So it will be the shoes. You have to start about the subject or the object that you are talking about. So we will start with the shoes and plus which plus John bought were expensive. Okay, exercise time. Number 1, underline the correct words. The horse, who, when, which, where we captured will never escape. We are talking about the horse, and we have two sentences that we joined them together. So we need to use which, right? Number 2, the film, that, or when, or where, or what I saw yesterday was very exciting. The film is a subject, and we connected two sentences together, so we need to use that. Correct. Exercise number 2, rewrite the following sentences. Number 1, we saw the wolves. They live in the forest. Think. We saw the wolves. They live in the forest. Which word that we are talking about in these two sentences? Yes, we are talking about the wolves. It's an object. And in the next sentence, we are talking about they. So we will clear they and use only the wolves. So it will be the wolves that we saw live in the forest. Okay, example number 2. The book is very exciting. I'm reading it. The book is very exciting. I'm reading it. And we need to use which. So, which word is repeated, or we are talking about it in these two sentences? Yes, the book and it. So, it will be the book which I'm reading is very exciting. Okay, lesson number 3, spelling. Spelling. In this lesson, we are talking about the suffix er. Suffix means an addition that we add to the end of a word. Er, we add the er to the end of a word. We add er to the verb to get the job or the doer of an action. Okay, so when you add er to a verb, you get the job or the doers, the person who does the action. For example, number 1, singer, singer. So the verb is sing, and we add er to talk about the job or the person. Number 2, builder, builder. So the verb is build plus er. It became builder, so this is his job. Number 3, painter, painter. The same, paint is the verb, and we add er to get the job. Okay, we have another case. We add only r. Why? To the verbs ending with e. If you have a verb ends with e, you only add r. Like rider, rider. Okay, the verb is ride, so we don't need to add er. No, so we only add r. Baker, baker. The verb is bake with e. And dancer, dancer. The verb is dance, and we only added the r. We have another case, which is if the verb is one syllable, you say it once. If the verb is one syllable and ending with one vowel and one consonant, okay, we double the final consonant. We write it again. Okay, let's have a look. Runner. The verb is run, okay? The verb is run. Ends with one vowel and one consonant. So what will you do? You will double the final consonant and add the er. So it will be runner. So you have the job or the doer, the person who does this action. And the swimmer, the same, swimmer. The last one, winner, winner. Okay guys, so we have finished Unit 6 in English World, and we have finished the first term. Study well. Thank you. See you next term inshallah.